GameStop just announced that they're going to ask shareholders to vote on a stock split for their Class A shares. GameStop currently has 300 million shares. They're trying to authorize it all the way up to 1 billion shares. I feel like I'm having to do a video on this stuff almost every week. If you have a quarter, a 25 cents in the form of a quarter, and somebody gives you 5 nickels instead, that's kind of like the same thing as a stock split. Now you have 5 shiny coins instead of 1 shiny coin. It's still the same thing. But now the people are just saying that a stock split being split from $180 a share all the way down to $60 a share or $90 a share, depending on what the stock split is, are the same people who are saying that Tesla's making their stock affordable for the retail investor by knocking it down into the hundreds. Here's the thing. Stock splits don't do nothing. I've never seen one as ludicrous as the one with GameStop. This is a company that's hemorrhaging money. Just last quarter, they reported negative 565 earnings per share. This is not a company that's making money. It's a company that's trying to stay alive. And they're being kept alive because retail traders are buying into this dream, this pipe dream, that somehow they're going to stick it to the man, that they're going to stick it to the short sellers when they don't even know who the short sellers are. In the end, you're just getting played by GameStop. They know that retail is going to get all hyped up about this stock split, and they're going to buy up every share that they can get. They're going to drive it up, and that's exactly what they're doing. They're driving it up in after hours trading over 15%. So they're doing what they wanted to do. What's even funnier is that there was people who probably knew about this up front. For example, 1 minute before the close, somebody put $1.7 million into $170 GME calls that expired on April 14th. Now, who in the world would do that? Probably somebody who knew that they were going to split their stock. And despite trading slightly lower, the call options were bullish all day long. In fact, people were buying the 165s nonstop all day long. And what nobody's really focused on is that they actually said that some of these shares may be used in the future to sell more stock. So that would be diluting your shares and your investment in GameStop even further. Nobody's really talking about that, but that's a strong possibility. And nobody knows how much that actually might be. Who knows? Maybe 70 or 80% of the new shares that they want GME's shareholders to authorize are going to be used for future dilution. Maybe not, but that's a possibility, and we don't know. In reality, a stock split means nothing. The last thing I'd want to do is give them authorization to dilute my shares if that's what they choose to do with a large majority of these, or even a small amount of shares. I don't want them diluting the stock at all. In fact, the best thing to do is not to even trade GameStop, because it's one of these meme stocks that sucks in everybody on the retail side thinking that this thing is going to the moon and back and colonizing Mars. And it's going to do it again and again and again. It's going to make everybody filthy rich that bought in. But how many times have we seen this stock continued to go way up and come way back down? Like, for instance, the person who bought $1.7 million of calls that will expire on April 14th at 170. What do you think he's going to be doing tomorrow? He's probably going to start liquidating it because he just struck gold. And what's going to happen when he's trying to sell all those calls? Well, there's got to be a lot of retailers to buy them. They're going to be the bag holders. So this one whale is creating thousands of future bag holders that are helping him liquidate his shares. The biggest thing, if you want to stick it to them, don't buy the stock. The management of all of these meme stock companies, they're feeding off of the frenzy of retail traders to say, hey, these people are gullible enough to buy all this stuff. Let's keep doing it. We'll make a crap ton off of our own shares, and they'll just keep buying it as we keep selling to them. But enough of what I have to say. Let's go ahead and look at these charts and see what it's telling us. First off, look at how many times they've tried to pump this stock on you guys, and how many times has it been successful? Well, we got the one that goes from $20-something all the way up to 483. Then it comes crashing back down. But, oh, let's pump it one more time here. We'll take it all the way up into the 300. But each successive pump thereafter gets less and less, and the traders continue to lose more and more. So now you're dealing with a massive layer of resistance that goes over the top of this stock here, guys. And so far, it has been unable to break above it. I mean, multiple occasions, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 different times. GME has tried to break above this resistance, and it's been unable to do so. It tested it back on Monday, and since then it's been pulling back. Now, look what's going on here. Let's throw in the after hours price action. It's trying to push through it. It's not been able to yet. Can it do it tomorrow? Sure. But even if it manages to push through this resistance level, how much higher do you really expect it to get when the amount of volume that it took to drive it up to $483 a share was of monumental portions? And right now, we have nowhere near the kind of volume that will be required to push this stock all the way back up to those epic levels. On the weekly, it doesn't get much better. It's the same layer of resistance, just more clearly defined. And what the weekly shows you that the daily doesn't is just how short-lived these pops are on GameStop. Now, the takeaway on all of this, get past the fact that you're trying to do something for a cause. Trading is not for a cause. Trading is for yourself. And in the end, if you're only trading GameStop to kind of stick it to this man or to this boogeyman that so many of the investors are obsessed about, the only person that's going to be screwed at the end is going to be yourself, because while you're trying to trade on principle and say, hey, I'm going to stay in, I'm not selling, I got diamond hands, everybody else is, and they're taking their profits and going home. Meanwhile, they sold you the story about not selling, to be brave and to fight back against Wall Street while they liquidate their shares and leave you with the bill. So if it was me, I would vote no on this stock split. One, stock splits don't do anything for the company. This company's hemorrhaging money. It's been around since 1984. And in its best years, it was only trading a third of what it's trading at today. At its best, prior to the meme stock phenomenon, it was only trading at about a third of the share price. So this isn't some future growth play that everybody's excited about. This isn't Tesla or Lucid or a company that just did an IPO. This is a company that's been around about as long as I've been living. So ask yourself, why are you trading this stock? If you've got profits, what's your plan to get out? Are you trading off of technical reasons? Or are you trying to trade because somebody told you to have diamond hands and to ape into the stock? In the end, there are so many more companies that are a better option than GameStop. And just like all the other bounces and all the other pumps that we've seen on GameStop over the past year, this too will fall right back down. If you enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and tell me down in the comments, what are your thoughts on the GameStop phenomenon? Is this like a top in the market? Also, make sure to click join down below so you can get all my stock market research each and every day. Now we're heading into Q2. It's going to be time for you to get prepared and to make sure that you can take on this new quarter of trading with all the information at your disposal. Thank you guys, and God bless.